have discussed about Dn group when n is odd number. I have discussed class equation of Dn and structure of subgroup of Dn when n is odd number. Today I will discuss similarly Dn group when n is even. Okay? I have discussed in my earlier video the center of Dn when n is odd. Now I will indicate you the center of Dn when n is even. We all of us know conjugacy class means all equivalent relationship. n is generated by two elements, one rotation and other reflection. In Dn, we all of us know the conjugacy class for all rotation are of the form r to the power k and r to the power minus k. That means all rotation are conjugate to its inverse. And notice when n is even number, that means n equal to 2k times, then since all rotation conjugate to its inverse, since here the given n is even, in degrees even, so inverse would be similar to r to the power k. That means if we take in this situation half of the rotation, that will be the member of the center. That means when n is even, then center of Dn contain identity and r to the power n over 2. And this is possible because rotation only conjugate to each other. But when n is odd number, then Zdn only contain identity element. Now see, is reflection be the member of Zdn? For reflection, if n is odd, then there is single conjugacy class. That means all rotation reflection conjugate to itself. But if n is even, then there are two conjugacy class. One is contained by even number of classes and other is contained by odd number of classes. That means when n is even number, then Zdn only contains identity and half of the rotation. And when n is odd, then only contain identity element. Then the class equation of Dn when n is odd, I have seen 1 plus 2 plus 2 n minus 1 over 2 times plus n. This is the class equation. But when n is even, since Zg here 2, order of Zg equal to 2, that means this would be 1 plus 1 and other n plus n over 2 plus n over 2 here. And here for this 2 plus 2 plus 2 n minus 2 over 2 times. This is the class equation for n is even number. Here think for few minutes why n over 2? Because here the Zg is 2. Same method. Just think for few minutes. If you can to think it, then it will be so easy to remember always. Now I will say one question which had come in session net exam. The question is for any group of order 36 and here given any subgroup A is of order 4. If you can find to understand the structure of this group, then you will be so appreciated in abstract algebra. See the question. Here the order of the group is 36. Just think, this group is 2n type group, but here n is even number. So, since this group is 2n type group, that means we can say easily order of G is isomorphic to D18. Here has indicate about center. And since this group is even type group, since n is here even, So order of ZD18 would be 2. That means option 2 is a wrong option. Here given A is a subgroup of order 4. Means option 2 is a wrong option and option 1 is a right option. Now come back in third option. Third option says Ace is normal in G. And fourth option says Ace is an abelian group. Here notice order of G equal to 36, which is equal to 2 square times 3 square. And given this order of subgroup A is equal to 4. And since 2 square divide order of the group G, but notice 2 cube does not divide order of the group G. That implies here this subgroup means A is 2 SSG of order 4. Are you getting why Sylow's theorem is very useful to construct any group? If you know the Sylow's theorem in better way, then it will be so easy to find any group of any order. And notice here order of the subgroup is p square type, where p is even prime number. We all of us know any group of order p square always will be abelian. So the subgroup A is always will be abelian. Option 4 is a right option. Now let's see, is A a normal subgroup? By Sylow's theorem, we all of us know number of 2 SSG equal to 1 plus 2k, and 1 plus 2k should divide 36. That implies 1 plus 2k should divide 9. And this is possible for k equal to 0, 1, 4, etc. We all of us know if the number of PSSG is unique, that implies this PSSG is normal. Here notice the number of 2 SSG is not unique because it is true for 0, 1, 4, etc. And number of 2 SSG is 1 plus 2k. So option 3 is wrong option. Have you understood? If you know the structure of the group, then it will be so easy to find any group. Now I will see one question which had come in session. This is also depend on Sylow's theorem. If you can to understand this math, then it will be so easy to find any structure of the group. So I recommend you, please say this math with attention. What would be the order of the group? Since indicate S4 direct product S3, this would be 4 factorial times 3 factorial, and this is equal to 144. And see the option. Option has indicate a 2 SSG of G is normal, 3 SSG of G is normal, and G has non-trivial normal subgroup, and G has normal subgroup of order 72. Since order of the group is here 144, since here indicate about 2 SSG and 3 SSG, so I will use the Sylow's theorem. So I will factor it with prime factor. This is equal to 2 to the power 4 times 3 square. All of us know the definition of Sylow P subgroup. Any subgroup is called Sylow's P subgroup if order of A is equal to P to the power alpha. Then P to the power alpha divide order of the group, but P to the power alpha plus 1 cannot divide the order of the group G. And this is the definition of Sylow P subgroup. And notice 2 to the power 4 divide order of the group G, but 2 to the power 4 plus 1, that means 2 to the power 5, does not divide order of the group G. So this subgroup is a 2 Sylow subgroup. Consider this is Ace. is equal to 2SSG. Okay? We all of us know by the Sylus theorem the number of 2SSG is 1 plus 2k, and 1 plus 2k should divide the order of the group G. So 1 plus 2k should divide 3 square, and this is possible for k equal to 0, 1, 4. That means N2 means number of 2SSG is either 1 or 3 or 9. Since here 2 to the power 4, that means there exists either 1 or 3 or 9 subgroup of order 16. Here in option 1 has indicate is 2SSG normal? Here I will approach different method. I will try to find a subgroup of order 16. Here G is S4 direct product S3. We all of us know there exists in S3 2 subgroup, 1 subgroup and 3 subgroup. At first pick an element of order 2. Consider this 1, 2. Now generate it, and this is a subgroup of S3, we all of us know, and we all of us know generate the cycle generate 1, 2 equal to actual set containing the element identity and 1, 2. Here we have to construct a subgroup of order 16. Here notice 2. That means we have to construct a subgroup of order 8 in S4. Then it will be possible. And it is very difficult to find a subgroup of order 8 in S4. But I will approach other method. Notice S4 equal to, we all of us know order of S4 equal to 24, which is equal to 2 cube times 8. Then by Sylus theorem there exists obviously a 2SSG of order 8. Therefore by Sylus theorem we can tell easily there exists obviously a subgroup of order 8. Are you getting why Sylus theorem are very important? If you know the Sylus theorem, then you can easily construct any group. That means consider this subgroup as S1. That means S1 direct product, this subgroup, cyclic subgroup generated by 1, 2, the order would be 16. Here I have considered it here. In S3, 2 subgroup, because we all of us know 4 times 4 equal to 16 obviously. But in S3, there exists no subgroup of order 4. If we consider 2 times 8, this is also possible. But in S3, there exists no subgroup of order 8. So only possibility 8 times 2. Are you getting? Well. Now I will see, is this subgroup is unique? Notice, this is also important. Consider this subgroup is. If we change here other two elements, here take 1, 3 and consider the subgroup generated by 1, 3 and choose S1 also. This is fixed. Then this subgroup also would be order 16 subgroup. But this is different from S. Consider this is K. And I have got one subgroup which is different from S. So the 2SSG cannot be normal because this is not unique. So option 1 is a wrong option. Similarly, I will say 3SSG is normal. The method is similar. Similarly, N3 equal to 1 plus 3k and 1 plus 3k should divide 16. And this is possible for k equal to 0, 1 and 5. That means n3 equal to either 1 or 4 or 16. That means there exists either 1 or 4 or 16 subgroup of order 9. Since in question has indicate about normal subgroup, now I will see is this subgroup is unique or not. We all of us know in S3 there exists element of order 3 and consider this 1, 2, 3. Now similarly generate it as a subgroup. That means we all of us know cyclic subgroup generated by 1, 3 equal to identity 1, 2, 3 and its inverse 1, 3, 2. We also know S4 always contain 3 elements. Consider this is also 1, 2, 3. Now similarly if we generate it as, then it would be subgroup of S4, and notice I have constructed a subgroup of order 9. Call it S. Is there exist any subgroup? Just think. If we change other element 1, 4, 2, then construct the cyclic subgroup generated by 1, 4, 2 with the same subgroup 1, 2, 3. This would be different from S. That means we have got more than one subgroup of order 9, that is silo 3 subgroup. That means our second option 3S is normal is also wrong option. Are you getting the method? Now come back third and fourth option. Third option says G has a non-trivial normal subgroup, and fourth option says G has a normal subgroup of order 72. For this there exists a nice property. If N1 be the normal subgroup of G1 and N2 be the normal subgroup of G2, then N1 direct product N2 would be the normal subgroup of G. Okay, here the group is, since S4 direct product S3, we all of us know in S4 there exists 4 normal subgroup. One identity, other A4, K4, KLN4 group and S4 itself. Similarly in S3 there exists 3 normal subgroup, identity, S3 and S3. If you consider a normal subgroup A3 from S3 and consider S4 itself, then S4 direct product A3 always would be non-trivial normal subgroup. Okay, and order of this normal subgroup is 72. Notice here. So I have considered this subgroup because in option has given G has a normal subgroup of order 72. So option 3 and option 4 are right option. G has a non-trivial normal subgroup and also G has a normal subgroup of order 72. I will say similar type of question which had come in GATE exam. Which of the following statement is true? Option 1. Every group of order 12 has a non-trivial proper normal subgroup. And option 2. Some group of order 12 does not have non-trivial proper normal subgroup. Option 3. Every group of order 12 has a subgroup of order 6. And option 4 says every group of order 12 has an element of order 12. And we all of us know up to isomorphism there exist 5 groups. 2 groups are abelian, Z12 and Z6 direct product Z2. Other 3 groups are non-abelian, D6, A4 and S3 semi-direct product Z2. So notice option 4. Every group of order 12 has an element of order 12. But every group of order 12 always need not have an element of order 12. Okay. So option 4 is a wrong option, because if you consider non-abelian group, then it cannot possible. So option 4 is a wrong option. And option 3, notice this is the converse of Lagrange theorem. Every group of order 12 has a subgroup of order 6. We all of us know converse of Lagrange theorem. For converse of Lagrange theorem, we always use this example. This group A4 has no subgroup of order 6, but 6 divide the order of the group. So for this group A4, here since indicate for every group, third option is wrong option. Okay. Now I'll say option 1 and option 2. Option 2 says some group of order 12 does not have non-trivial proper normal subgroup. We all of us know if a group is abelian, then every subgroup are non-normal. And smallest simple group is A5, whose order is 60. We all of us know the definition of the simple group. If a group simple, then there exists no non-trivial proper normal subgroup. And since here indicate order 12, so there exists always a non-trivial proper normal subgroup. So option 1 is a right option and option 2 is a wrong option. This is just shortcut trick. I have indicated this group here to know the construction of any group. So I will use here Sylus theorem. But for example, you can use the example. See the Sylus theorem. Here notice the order of the group is 12. This is equal to 2 square times 3, which is look like P square Q type group, where P less than Q. Since 2 square divide 12, but 2 cube does not divide 12, so G has a 2 SSG of order 4 by Sylus theorem. Similarly, 3 divide 4, but 9 does not divide 4. So by Sylus theorem, G also has a 3 SSG. Okay? Well, and number of 2 SSG we all of us know 1 plus 2k, and 1 plus 2k should divide 3, and this is possible for k equal to 0 and or 1. Therefore, number of 2 SSG either 1 or 3. Similarly, 1 plus 3k should divide 4, and this is possible also k equal to 0 or 1. Therefore, n3 equal to either 1 or 4. That means we can choose either n2 equal to 1 or n3 equal to also 1. Other choosable part is n2 equal to 1 and n3 equal to 4. Also we can choose n2 equal to 3 and n3 equal to 1 and n2 equal to 3 and n3 equal to 4. And this is our 4 possibility. If you consider this 3 part, we all of us know if any P subgroup is unique, then obviously it would be normal, since always there exists one subgroup. So there exists always a normal subgroup. If we choose n2 equal to 3 and n3 equal to 4, then there exists no normal subgroup, proper normal subgroup. But is this suitable is possible? Let's see. Here one nice theorem. Any two silo P subgroup of order P intersect at only identity element. Here notice N3 equal to 4. That means if you have 4 silo 3 subgroup, it intersect only identity elements and nothing else. And each silo 3 subgroup, you will get obviously 2 elements order 3. So there exists always 4 into 2 equal to 8 elements of order 3. And when n2 equal to 3, since order of 2 SSG is 4, so there always will be exist at least one silo 4 subgroup, and that exists all element of the group. Then there cannot exist other 2 silos 2 subgroup, because all element has existed. That means this cannot possible together. That implies one of them must be normal. That means any group of order 12, always there exists non-trivial proper normal subgroup. Are you getting why Silos theorem are important?